Every year, the level of competition gets higher and higher. The popularity of drifting worldwide is phenomenal, and it would be fair to say the top New Zealand contenders are well up there on the world stage. But even at this level, expect the odd mishap every now and then. The sun was hot, a bit too hot for some, I think. JT was doing well in the K-Style S13, and we managed to have a quick chat to him during the break. Where do you think drifting's going to be in, say, 5 or 10 years' time?
My personal sort of hope is that it doesn't get too out of control. Like in some parts of the world, I've seen too much money come into it, and it's actually driven all the beginner drivers out of there, which is pretty upsetting, you know. So we want to try and keep that out.
In the Final Four shootout, Sean, Fangadan, JT and Adam were working their cars hard. But in the end, it was Adam Richards and his Dodson-sponsored RB26 powered Safira that won the round and also took top honours. And got a cork in the head for good measure from second place getter Sean. Looking at the points table, Adam Richards takes first, Sean Falcon is second, Fangadan third, and JT Jarius Fotodo on fourth.
This should be more interesting for the fan.
Well, that's a wrap from the final round of the D1NZ series here at Pukekohe. A big congratulations to Adam Richards for taking out the competition. Oh man, it's been a long day and I'm starving. It's time to get some BK. See ya!
Hey, I'm Chrissy and you're watching Import X.
Tim Cross, and it's at 75 TA 23 Celica. Basically the only thing that's original is the body shell itself. It'll be getting up around, if not just over 400 of the tyres. I've got about 500 Ks on it, but I probably want to get a couple of thousand Ks on it before I start really racing hard. Yeah, well the fact that it's a Nissan engine in a Toyota car is pretty different, and I used a Holden 2-speed power glide gearbox. Most guys are using 3-speed boxes. Most of the components are all custom made stuff anyway, like the intercooler's unique, you know, had to basically custom make it because we want to use a 4-inch intake, the butterfly and the big custom plenum, so just make it as big as possible that will fit between the headlights. And the manifold's unique, it's all handmade stuff. Using the original base of the standard intake manifold, trimmed off with the much larger injectors, custom rail. It's got bells all internally on the plenum, and it's 4-inch, as I said, 4-inch throttle body, and that's to handle the power we want to get out of it. It's a T66 on a custom manifold with all 2-inch primaries, turbo smart wastegate, 3.5-inch full exhaust system right through the whole car, so it's going to run a muffler and that at all times. Set of full race seats and the harnesses as you need. It's got a 2-speed power glide with the B&M shifter there, as you can see. It's pretty unique because of the size of the tubs in the rear and the fact that it's a full welded-in cage. I mean, to get the tyres we wanted under there, it was basically a whole reconstruction of everything, and the way the diff's mounted, it's now full-length setup as well, with the coil-over struts and that, as you can see through there. It's got a fuel cell there with, you know, Bosch air fire pump and a spoil pipe. Just a bit safer than the standard tank they had, and the fuel outlet's a lot bigger as well. It's been about 18 months now, and you wouldn't say it's exactly finished yet, so it's still going.
Gadgets Project Initial X. Let's get Initial X finished.
One of the hardest parts of the car is doing this, putting the headlights back on. So we've got to make sure that they line up with the bonnet shut. So we line that up there. So it's pretty nice. It's not bad. It's not bad.
Of course, our initial D lookalike wouldn't be complete without the black and white trim, so Market's Spray Tech marks out the line.
Perfect one.
Preps the area for painting, with the help of his son, of course, with a quick clean before the thinners and paint is mixed. Then the painting begins. To aid the drying, special heating equipment is employed to quicken the process. And it's looking good. Over to boosted performance.
We just removed the old 6mm bolts out and we fitted in stainless cap screws all the way up just to finish off the guards and tidy them up. And also we've just fitted back in the original headlight motors to flip the headlights up. If you watch this, this is me. Oh, look at that. So with all the push rods, everything's back in, the motors in, headlights work, high and low beam, both sides. And also we have, courtesy of Pioneer Auto Parts, 2 autometer gauges. We've got oil pressure and water temperature. Nice gauges. So now all we have to do is mount the gauges in the dash, and basically we'll just fit the, we've just got to fit a radiator overflow tank, which is no worries at all. Put the bumper and everything back on the front, put the grill in, and pretty much finished. Cool, man.
Whoa, the Wayne's World close-up. The touched-up windscreen trims go back on now with corrosive-resistant stainless steel screws. And a chrome-look pipe is added to finish the exhaust. Rear disc brakes are in, but we need some wheels. And that guy from Mag and Turbo comes to the rescue. And Gadget shows him the Truno's old feet. Hey bro, these just don't cut it. Help me out.
Alrighty. Okay, when you called me, you said you wanted a set of wheels off the initial D car. So we did a bit of research and found that the wheel that they actually put on the car, even though the car doesn't exist, it's a cartoon, the wheel's actually called a Wanabe. Now Wanabe wheels aren't actually sold here in New Zealand, and we found it pretty hard to find them. So what I did is I found these on a second-hand rack in one of our shops. We painted them black for you. We fitted them with a new set of Nankang 195/60 14s. We'll chuck one of these on, and if she fits, I'll drop the rest of them over to Boosted, and we'll just see how we go. The wheels are 14x6, and it's a rear-wheel drive offset, which is what this car needs. So we're quite lucky to find them. You'd be surprised at the little treasures we've got tucked away on their second-hand racks.
Much better. So over to Boosted again, where the other wheels get put on.
Now we'll go over the wheels with a torque wrench, so nothing's left loose. So when Gadget's going nuts around the track and the wheel falls off, can't come and hit me up, man, because I tighten them up.
To complete the look, Gadget susses out the last bit of white trim to go on Initial X. With the use of industrial strength double-sided tape and a special silicone adhesive, the white trim gets carefully placed at its correct location. Ensuring there's enough space for the door clearance, the white trim goes on. Just 2 more pieces to go.
There you go, it's perfectly straight.
The old cruddy steering wheel doesn't suit the new interior, so Gadget gets gung-ho as he installs the new one. Boss kit, adapter plate, and the new Sportsline steering wheel. Let's not forget the all-important cap screws and central nut. And we're pretty much there. 10 weeks ago, we started with a fire-damaged 83 Truno, but it has certainly come a long way. A torquey V8 engine, complete interior retrim, and of course the Panda paint scheme makes this drift-ready Toyota look mean. Join us in a few episodes' time for a battle on Gadget's Project Insurance.
Our latest summer stock has just arrived and it is all reduced to clear. Chrome, silver, drift, all available from only $1 down. Clearance sale, mag and turbo.
G'day guys, Jackson Hayes. It's 95 Toyota Hilux dual cab. Bought it standard just on about 6 months ago. Since then I've completely shaved the outside, all door handles, the tailgate completely shaved up, number plate Frenched into the tailgate itself. Well, in terms of the canopy, I've completely shaved it. It was a one of the textured canopies. I couldn't get my hands on a custom one from the States, so I shaved it all down, pretty much made it smooth and gave it a light fiberglassing over the top. Lowered it using 2-inch blocks and a 5-inch reset onto shortened bump stops. Shortened Munro gas shock absorbers all around to get the stance a lot smoother. Front end's from a Toyota Surf, the standard Hilux. The headlights did recess a fair bit. It was a common option in Queensland, so I ditched that idea and completely cut in a new Surf grille. Yeah, the vent covers were again plasma cut. It is a common mod to actually get rid of them, but as this is a practical car, I had to keep them for overheating issues and ventilation and all that sort of gear. So I made new tubs for the front for the simple fact of having a turning circle. Yeah, the tubs were made almost twice the standard width. We brought it up another 10mm from the standard size just to give it a bit more clearance. Completely ripped out the interior. I did it all myself along with the bodywork. It's all tan suede. From there I made a custom centre console that flows from the television 7-inch screen up to the rear seats and subbox. Everything from the carpet to the roof lining was completely replaced. Even the little touches do make a difference when you're building it. Yep, the mirrors are Harley items. The standard ones were shaved from the door itself. The flame is pretty predominant. Well, the original idea was to keep it a little different to the mini trucks going around in Australia at the moment.
Christchurch has been said to be the interior city. It's about time the rest of the country caught up, and to do that, we need a bit of education and some learning from my mate Stu here from Stu's Trim Shop.
Multi-award winning Stu's Trim Shop is the bomb place to sort your interior out. Join Stu as he teaches Mark how to retrim a seat.
What we've done here is tripped out the bolsters, just make it more aggressive.
So that's when you've got like a standard seat that looks like a plank.
Exactly.
And you want to get some
lateral support in it.
I was going to say huggy bit. Right, and so that you can do this to a standard seat.
No problem.
How do you go about doing this?
So basically how we do is we select the proper grade foam, and then we actually cut a wedge, and then we glue it onto here, and then we start to profile cut it. So I'm just going to draw a line and cut it through. So now we've got pretty much a bolster. If we had a fat board, bam, there we go. And then we'll have like a profile shape.
Oh, like, so it's got the shape, it's got a bit of a...
Yep, draw the trigger and go for it. Ordered.
Oh, look at that! Hey, he's the man!
And if you use like a 60 grit sandpaper, you can actually now just sand the actual foam just like a block of wood. We call this a wrap, and the reason we put the wrap on it is because when you laminate the actual wedge or your bolster to your foam, it makes a hard glue line. Right, you don't want that to come through the cover. So we put this wrap on, and that just takes care of that. On this one here, if we want to bolster up the outside edge, we could use like one of these high grade bonded foams. They're very hard.
Yeah, they're heat shattered ones,
exactly. And so we just put a block in the side there, right on the outside edge. and that will actually, when you sit into the seat, it actually makes the seat wrap around you. Okay, and it won't collapse. This seat cover is in actually very good condition. So basically, if we wish to, we could use that as a cap. But once you start to actually change the shape of the seat, then you actually have to what we call fit to the actual foam, right? Which is more of an expert's job. We're marking the cover, but we're kind of looking for strategic seams, right? So there's a seam running through here. Okay, and there's another seam that's running through there. Where there's a radius like this, it's quite critical because what happens is you tend to stretch it or shrink it around the corners. So it's critical if you have a radius, you want to actually have a strike mark on the corner radius. So now what I would do is unpick that. There we go.
Okay, now what do we do with this?
So basically that's given us a perfect pattern, hasn't it? So we can just transpose the line around there.
Did you like do dressmaking at school?
No.
How accurate do you have to be?
The more accurate the better. This is actually your sew line. Can you see that, the stitch line?
Oh, okay, so they've got like that
It's an allowance, and we call that a sewing allowance, which is 10 millimetres, and then cut it out.
You do that for every panel?
Every panel. I've done seats that have got like tie thread patterns through them, flames through them, whatever you want. And then what you do is get the vinyl, and then you laminate it onto this piece of foam here. It gives it a three-dimensional shape. So we sew down these lines, okay, and that's the kind of look we get. This is a Ferrari 512. You can't buy this, it's gone. So certain parts of this car I've had to actually make moulds and form the fiberglass and cover it. Leather you can actually work it like metal.
Really?
Okay, yeah, that's, you know, if you've got a good tradesperson, you can actually form it, you know, heat shrink it and steam it.
This is what a hide looks like, right? This is what how leather comes.
This one here is actually from Germany and it was brought in special, and that car's got 6 lines in it.
Not only do Stu's Trim Shop cater for cars, but they can also deal with your boat and look after your in-car audio as well.
So there you go, guys. If you're thinking about going to the next level, you need to make yourself stand out and you want to be a little bit different because it's all about individuality, right?
Totally.
Check out www.sts.co.nz or otherwise pop in and see Stu. He'll have a yarn to you and maybe he can make the inside of your car look sick. Hey guys, I hope you all enjoyed the show and thanks for tuning in tonight. Remember, it's not long till Nationals and the whole import drag racing season.
That's right, you know it and I know it that your car boosts really good, but hey people, keep those kind of antics on a racetrack and off the streets.
Very, very true that, Tootsie. Plus, don't forget to hop on the forum, importx.co.nz. Your opinion really does count.
And I know by now that you're hungry, so get to your BK, mention ImportX, and get your free upsize when you order a meal.
How good's that? So join us next time for more hardcore Kiwi car porn right here
on ImportX.